awesome people? Welcome back to We Tread It, where we're all about trying new things. You are staring at what is old news at this point. It is the Pura 3. There is now the Pura 4, and so today we're literally going to be unplugging the old and plugging in the new. What is the Pura 4? Is it worth it? And should you replace your Pura 3? We didn't even know there was a Pura 1 and 2, but do you need the new Pura 4? Keep on watching our honest review to find out more. All right, before we dive into what has changed with the Pura 4, let's talk about what hasn't. The first thing that hasn't changed that we love the most about Pura is they have the scents that we love. If you're a fan of the fragrances back in the day of the Pura 3, you're in luck. All those scents you know and love, like we love, like Capri, Blue, Volcano, they're still there. And guess what? They're backwards compatible. So if you got some vials left over, you can still use them in the Pura 4. That is awesome. The other thing that we loved about the Pura 3 was just how it lasted a long time. And you could alternate scents. So there is a such thing as what's called olfactory fatigue. It's basically where your nose gets used to smelling the same thing again, and so you don't notice it anymore. That's why when you go on vacation and come back, your house sometimes smells different, but that's actually what most people smell when they come into your house, just FYI. But it has the ability to switch between two different scents. I talked about this in our first Pura review, but we recommend doing two very different scents. For example, we like the Capri Blue Volcano, a nice citrus scent, and they also have a Havana vanilla scent that is awesome. Very different, but it works because you can really smell the difference between the two. And the last thing that did not change, they are always updating their app, but this has all the smart features, has the night light and the light control. There's a couple things I wish that they would update on the app, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. So while the Pura 4 brings a lot of new stuff to the table, it also keeps the greatest hits from the Pura 3. So what's changed in the Pura 4? Let's dive in. Alright, so I'm not a huge fan of unboxing videos for whatever reason, but it's really easy to unbox and set this bad boy up. You simply take it out of the box. Mine came with two fragrances. This is Pumpkin Dolce, and the other one, which is Chestnut Embers. I have no idea what Chestnut Embers are supposed to smell like, but I actually really like it. And then it comes with the actual device. That's pretty much all there is to unboxing. You simply take this device, plug it into the wall, and then you start the process on the app. I actually had a tiny bit of an issue with getting this set up the very first time, but the troubleshooting guide on the Pura website was actually really easy to use. And so I just followed that. It involved removing the device from the app and kind of restarting the whole process, which only took a couple minutes, but that's pretty much all there is to it. And that's the way we like it. Something nice and easy to set up and get going. All right, we've talked about the tried and true things that made us fall in love with Pura all over again. What is new about the Pura 4 besides just the way it looks? Well, the first cool thing that it does involves this little microchip. And what does this microchip do? Well, check this out. It automatically detects when you plug in a fragrance. So if you put this fragrance in, voila, the app shows that it's there and it knows what it is. Don't worry though, your old vials still work. You'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Pretty cool, huh? The next thing that's new, and there's not a whole lot of details about this, but it's what they call adaptive scenting. Now, imagine your Pura 4 is kind of more like a smart thermostat, but for your nose. And what do I mean by that? Well, it automatically knows what is happening in the room temperature-wise. I do not know if it looks at humidity or anything else, but it automatically adjusts based upon the temperature of the room at the very least. It's pretty genius, right? And the last thing is they have upgraded their technology to the new Pura Less technology, which they claim lasts up to 120 hours from a single vial. That's like enough to watch all of Game of Thrones in one fell swoop. So that's what's new in the new Pura 4. They also have some new features coming, like the ability to show the percentage remaining in a device, but you get the same great features, longer lasting scents, auto detection, and adaptive scenting. That's pretty darn cool. Now let's talk about our final thoughts for the Pura 4. Now, if you have a Pura 3, I don't even know if I would quite recommend buying a Pura 4 just to upgrade. Now, if you've had your Pura 3 and it stops working, or if you need another device, I 100% would recommend the Pura 4. I wouldn't recommend just spending the money just to spend the money. But if you need another device or your other one, something happens to it, then check out the Pura 4. It is our favorite smart diffuser. We have 4 of them in our house. We have an alternating scents. We change based upon the season. We love it. You kind of lose a little bit of the romantic feel of the fire of a candle, but we still have a candle too in one of our main rooms. It's just something special about a candle. But if you want the scents, but don't want the flame, and also don't want to worry about forgetting to put them out when you leave, which, not gonna lie, we've done a couple times. Pura is much safer for kids, for your home, for your safety, and it allows you to do a lot more than have one scent one time. If you have any questions about the Pura 4, the Pura 3, the Aroma 360, or the Era, let us know in the comments below. We hope to see you again real soon. Smell you later. Yeah, that's called a Pura.
Can I kiss it?
Sure, you can kiss it.
Like that?
Sure.
I kissed it.
You kissed it?
Uh-huh.
Can you blow me a kiss? Blow me a kiss. Blow me a kiss. No? Are done?